Some of us who owns a foreign car like a Mercedes or a Lexus, right? You know better than to put cheap gas in your car. Like cheap gas, when the gas is cheap, it's not good for the car, okay? It doesn't make the car run effectively. Like it can cause damage over time to the car by putting cheap gas in the car. So you want to put like you don't put like the regular, you put premium, premium gas and up in your car. But when it comes to our bodies, ourselves, because the car is not more valuable than me. I'm more valuable than the car, right? So why am I putting premium gas into something less valuable than myself? How am I going to put premium gas in that? But when it comes to myself, I'm putting like cheap food into my body. I'm putting McDonald's in there, I'm putting Burger King in there. I'm eating Chinese food. I'm eating these fast food. And that's not healthy fuel for my body, because my body is more healthier. My body is more valuable, okay? I am more valuable than my car. I am more valuable than my cell phone. I am more valuable than all of these things that I own, okay? All of these things that I own, I'm way more valuable than that. But so why am I treating the things that I own, which is less valuable than me, more valuable, right? Why am I treating that better than myself? Like, why am I treating the things that I own, why am I treating that better than myself? Like, how can I put premium gas in my Lexus, but I'm eating McDonald's? But I'm eating Chinese food. I'm eating meat, starch, dairy product. Even if it's at an upper class restaurant, it doesn't matter. It's still trash. I don't care how well they prepare it, how well the steak is cut. I don't care how good the chicken looks. You know what I mean? It's still trash. It's trash compared to me. So why am I putting trash into myself, but I'm putting better fuel into my Lexus or into my BMW, into my brand new car, or whatever the case is? Why am I putting better fuel in there, in those things, other than better than myself, right? It doesn't make sense. We got to do better for ourselves, because we cannot treat ourselves less valuable than this, right? And the reason why we put trash into our body, because we don't see ourselves more valuable than the car. That's why we put trash into our bodies, because we really see the car as more valuable. That's why we put all that trash into our bodies, but we put so much better things into our cars, into our bank accounts, like into our homes. Like, we treat our homes and we treat these things way better than we treat ourselves, y'all. And this is why we're experiencing premature death. We're experiencing sicknesses, diseases, right, of the body and the mind, depression, because we're putting trash in there. We're putting things that's not going to make us last, things that's not going to make us endure, but we're treating these other things way better. We treat it way better than we treat ourselves. And that's just the fact. Ain't no debating that. That's true. That's what's happening right now. People pull up in McDonald's in their BMW. People are pulling up in McDonald's with their brand new Rover. People are pulling up in these trashy ass restaurants in their BMWs. And that's what we're doing, right? Our cell phones, we're charging our cell phones on a regular. We don't charge ourselves on a regular. We're supposed to be out here charging ourselves. I charge myself when I'm grounded, okay? I'm grounded right now, but I'm holding this phone. It's neutralizing. It's helping my cells right now. It's bringing my cells at ease, bringing my cells to balance, right? We cannot be on the phone all day, and we cannot be in these buildings all day without going outside and charging ourselves, because we can't be on the phone all day without charging it, right? You have to charge your phone. The same way you charge your phone every day, you have to charge yourself every single day. You got to be outside. You got to be in the sun. You got to be grounded. Like, you got to have some outside time. You got to have nature within you. You got to have nature. You got to be coming outside so you can experience nature, because nature has healing benefits. Nature provides healing for us. When we into the sun, we're releasing serotonin. We're releasing oxytocin. We're releasing chemicals that's working on our behalf. We're releasing good fuel. We're receiving premium fuel from nature when we're out here. Okay, that's what's happening with us. That's what's happening with our system. But we got to know ourselves. We have to know ourselves and know what fuel works best for us. What fuel makes us run better? What fuel makes you run better? What fuel makes me run better is when I eat healthy, when I eat fruits, when I eat vegetables, when I'm drinking smoothies, when I'm eating like good stuff, healthy stuff, not vegan stuff. but healthy stuff, because starch is vegan, but starch is not good for me. Flour is vegan, but flour is not good for me. So my body, my system can't operate. I can't function. I can't function properly when I'm eating starch all the time. I gotta get me some fruits. I gotta get me mostly fruits. I gotta get me some vegetables. I gotta get me nuts. I gotta get me seeds. Like, that's what makes me function better, right? So I gotta take care of myself, because that's the fuel that I need, so I can run like real good, like I can endure, I can really be in shape. But when I'm eating the trashy stuff, I'm not in shape. It just makes my body just be out of shape. Like, I started experiencing symptoms. You start getting headaches. You started getting high blood pressure. You started experiencing diabetes is coming on. All these things is coming on. Obesity is coming when you start eating too much of those trashy stuff. Like, there's a lot of health repercussions that comes when you're not when you're not putting good fuel into your bodies, guys. So pay attention to yourself, pay attention to your body, because your body will never lie to you. Your body will never lie to you. I'm telling you, I was eating bad. I went back to the meat, I went back to the dairy, I went back to the trashy, the starch. I went back to those food that was so bad for me. I went back to, I started eating that again. Guess what? My ankles started swelling up. I started getting a headache. I tested my blood pressure. I'm at 140 over 100. I'm at 140 over 100. My blood pressure shot up so high. But when I'm eating healthy, y'all, when I'm in the tropics, I was eating fruits, vegetables, I was raw. My blood pressure I never had those issues. Never had those issues. Okay? Because why? I started treating myself less than. I started devaluing my own self. And this is when I started eating those unhealthy stuff. And guess why? Number one issue, because I was focused on my body. I was body conscious and not health conscious. I became body conscious. Oh my gosh, I'm skinny now. I'm losing weight. I don't like the way I look. So I started eating the trashy foods to put the weight back on. And when I started doing that, then the health conditions came back. The high blood pressure came back. The swollen ankles and feet came back. So just know that when you do go back to eating unhealthy, those problems that you was trying to get rid of, that you got rid of, the problems that you got rid of do come back now. Just remember that. You've been raw. You got rid of that problem because you've been eating raw, right? But guess what? That problem that you got rid of comes back when you go back. When you backslide. Y'all know about backsliding. When you backslide, you go back to the unhealthy stuff. Guess what happens? Those things come right back. So now I'm out here. I'm out here, I'm working out. I'm out here, I'm eating better. If I can't afford it, I'm not going to eat it. If I cannot afford it, I'm just not going to eat today. Okay? So healthy stuff is expensive. I know it's not cheap. Healthy stuff is not cheap. But if I can't afford it, I'm just not going to eat that day. I'm going to fast, because we're supposed to fast anyways. Fasting is one of the fastest way. One of the fastest way to reset your body is when you fast. Okay, one of the fastest way to reset your system, right, is when you fast. So today I can't afford the smoothie, I can't afford the salad. I'm just not going to eat. I'm fasting. I don't care how skinny I look to you, to the outside. I don't care how skinny I look. As long as my health, as long as my blood pressure, as long as that isn't under control, then that's okay. So yes, you don't have to eat every day. You really don't have to eat every single day. Y'all look up the benefits of fasting. You don't have to eat every day. So if you can't afford to eat healthy, because a lot of people complain, I can't afford to eat I can't afford to eat like that. They just can't afford it. But guess what? Again, look into fasting, because you do not have to eat every day. Put the best things into your body. Do not treat your car better than you treat yourself. Don't charge your cell phone more than you charge yourself. One love.